How's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Boruto manga. Today we're going to be covering Chapter 52, which involves Naruto in his new form versus Ishiki Otsutsuki. So, how well did Naruto do in this battle? In the new form that will probably kill him? Well, before we get on to the chapter review, just a few things. So, as you can tell with the thumbnail in the background of the video right now, there's some pretty awesome artwork of Naruto in his new form. And this comes from Naruto on Twitter, which go ahead and follow this person. They make great art, especially for the Naruto/Boruto series, so give them a follow. And if you're new to the channel and you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, as I cover this series on a weekly basis pretty much now. And I also review the anime, so you should go ahead and check out those anime reviews, by the way. Anyways, let's get on to that review, shall we? So we begin the chapter off with Naruto and Ishiki facing off, and Naruto has his new form, which is freaking everyone out. Ishiki's freaked out. He can't believe he had an ace up his sleeve like this. Sasuke is over here just shocked. He's just like, what tremendous chakra, like, what is this? Boruto's shocked, like, everybody's shocked. And it turns out that this new form is, as Kurama explained to Naruto before he initiated it, it's like nuclear fission. It's similar to how the sun produces energy, but basically, Kurama's chakra and Naruto's chakra are basically being used as raw materials for this new type of energy, so it's a lot different from the Kurama and Sage of Six Paths mode, which Naruto acknowledges here. And yeah, those were like basically taking chakra from somewhere else, whereas this is completely different. Like I said, just raw materials. Kurama's chakra, Naruto's chakra are raw materials for this new energy. And it's called, apparently, Baryon mode? Not really sure how it's pronounced, but pretty cool. But yeah, Kurama basically warns Naruto not to use any unnecessary moves, as they need to hold out this fighter as long as possible. Fight begins, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I completely lost it. I was cheering this entire fight as I was reading it. It was amazing. So Ishiki goes to attack Naruto, and Naruto just elbows him in the back of the neck, from what it looks like, or back of the head. Ishiki's like, what the heck? So he goes in to do another attack, misses, and then Naruto whacks him in the face. Just whacks him right in the face. And Sasuke's over here like, he can't believe what's going on. He even mentions, oh, they're even. Wait a second, no. Naruto's actually winning. And Boruto, of course, he's beat up, but he's shocked seeing his father go up against Ishiki like this. Ishiki summons those cubes to try and crush Naruto. And it blows Sasuke and Boruto away, but Naruto catches one of the cubes and just chucks it right at Ishiki. Ishiki dodges, and Naruto just appears right behind Ishiki as he's dodging the cube and just kicks right to the ground. I'm not gonna lie, I screamed when I saw that scene where he just grabbed the cube with the tails from his new Nine Tails mode. And Ishiki again tries to come in for another attack, gets punched in the stomach and then kicked away. And yeah, and this was probably one of my favorite parts in the chapter. So Ishiki, he's looking pretty desperate at this point, so he uses those black rods that he used in his previous battles against Naruto and Sasuke. That would normally catch them off guard because they can't detect it because it's so fast, so small. But Naruto in this new mode detects it, grabs them as the rods are super small. They increase the normal size, and he just drops it right in front of Ishiki. He's like, yeah. Want to try that again? Yeah, it's not going to work, buddy. I don't know. That moment was awesome. Naruto is a certified boss. And Ishiki is completely shocked at this point. He can't believe it. Sasuke's shocked because he can barely track them with his Sharingan. And Ishiki's just stunned at how strong Naruto is in this moment. So the scene shifts over to Kawaki and others, and they start talking about Kawaki's prosthetic arm. And Amato learns in this scene that Kawaki's prosthetic arm is not compatible with him, but it's compatible with Lord 7. So Naruto is constantly funneling chakra into this prosthetic arm, which Amato over here is like, wow, how generous. What a generous dude that guy is. But anyways, the scene kind of comes to an end here before it shifts over to Naruto and Ishiki again, in which Kawaki realizes that Lord 7's chakra is actually weakening in this moment. As we go back to the battle between Ishiki and Naruto, Naruto is indeed getting weaker, and he drops to his knee. And Sasuke even notices that his chakra is dropping rapidly. And Boruto over here, he wants to try and help out, but he's battle damaged all over, so he ends up passing out. So Naruto even expresses that the energy cost is greater than he expected. And he realizes he doesn't have that much time left. And Ishiki realizes what's going on. He realizes that what Naruto did is going to kill him. So he basically starts mocking him. He's like, "Yeah, you've lost, Uzumaki Naruto." But in that moment, Ishiki just starts vomiting blood, and he's wondering, he's like, "What the heck is going on?" Because he hasn't even taken any lethal damage from Naruto yet. And he starts yelling at Naruto, wondering what he did, and Naruto's over here like, "Yeah, the real battle begins. Who's gonna die first?" We then learn from Kurama that the power that they have in this new mode is stronger than Ishiki's. However, because the drawbacks are just so great, unfortunately Naruto and Kurama will probably end up dying before he does. However, there's an interesting thing that goes on with this new mode. So, yeah, the downside is it shortens your life. However, because all chakra is connected, and it all comes from bits of our lives, as Kurama says in the chapter, it also shaves off parts of his life. So it's basically, even though he's not inflicting mortal damage on Ishiki, if he gets a solid punch in, each punch is basically shortening Ishiki's life rapidly. And Ishiki realizes at this point that his lifespan is shrinking, and he originally estimated they had at least 20 hours to live, just conservatively. But unfortunately, because of this battle with Naruto and his new mode taking its effects on him, he only has 30 more minutes to live. So the goal at this point is for Naruto to just get hits in whenever he can and basically shave off as much of his life as possible so that Ishiki dies before Naruto and Kurama do. And basically at this point they're going back and forth because Ishiki is dying and so is Naruto. So they're both getting rapidly weaker as this battle goes on. So Ishiki is actually able to start keeping up with Naruto at this point. Naruto headbutts Ishiki, but then Ishiki kicks him in the chin. And Naruto replies back as Ishiki tries to hit him. He misses and then gets kicked in the gut. And then Naruto has him on the ground. And Ishiki at this point realizes that it's not the force that's the issue. It's actually getting hit by Naruto's attacks that's the issue. Because the more hits I take, the quicker the shorter my lifespan is. Unfortunately for Naruto, his chakra just keeps getting weaker and weaker, and even Sasuke realizes that his chakra is getting too weak to the point where he begins to realize that Naruto is dying. And Ishiki at this point manages to get the upper hand and starts choking Naruto and slams on the ground. Unfortunately for Ishiki, he only has 10 more minutes left to live, so he has to get to Kawaki now or else it's too late. And I like how Naruto over here starts making fun of him. He's like, "It's too late for you. Boo-hoo to you." But anyways, unfortunately for Naruto, Ishiki is actually able to sense Kawaki because that prosthetic arm that Naruto gave to Kawaki, he has his chakra, so he was able to sense his chakra from all the way over there. And most likely because Naruto's chakra got weaker, he was able to sense him more easily. So he's like, "Yep, I will be the last one standing after all. Not you, lesser species." And then we go back to the scene with Kawaki and the others. Kawaki is trying to figure out what's going on, and that's when a portal opens up and sucks Kawaki, and everybody is shocked. Even Amato, who's usually calm, is actually freaking out in this moment. The chapter comes to an end with everybody freaking out now, Sasuke realizing that we're in a very bad situation. However, the cliffhanger ending here is that besides Kawaki showing up at the battlefield, Boruto wakes up, and it looks like either Momoshiki took over him, or he's got the Jougan, or both. I guess we'll find out when Chapter 53 drops. So I gotta say, I had a lot of concerns going into this chapter, and I wasn't sure how I felt when the spoilers came out, but I have to say, fantastic chapter. Fantastic chapter, because this is what I've been wanting to see for a while, especially from Naruto. Because a lot of people have been complaining about Naruto and Sasuke being nerfed, which I will agree to an extent that, yeah, they could be showing them off a little bit better, and they should be showing off more abilities that they have. But I'm fine with this. I mean, Ishiki is the strongest character currently in the series, so them struggling this much makes sense. But the fact of the matter is, we get to see Ishiki actually struggling this time around. Before, it was Ishiki basically bodying Naruto and Sasuke combined, and they stood no chance. Now the tables have turned. Now with this new mode, Ishiki was the one that's getting bodied. So I thought that was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Every single time that Naruto just struck Ishiki, I lost it. And that moment when he threw the cube, I was losing it as well. So, yeah. I mean, Naruto vs. Ishiki is going to be fantastic when it hits the anime in like 2 or 3 years or whenever it gets adapted. So for Chapter 53, Chapter 52 is setting up a lot of stuff for this chapter. I mean, there's a lot that could potentially happen in this chapter. We have Naruto potentially dying. We have Sasuke, who could potentially die, maybe trying to protect Kawaki. And then we have Boruto, who is most likely getting taken over by Momoshiki. But more importantly, is this eye the Jougan or is it a Byakugan? I'm hoping maybe like Ishiki takes one look at it and maybe just spells it out and says, the Jougan? Or something like that. Because at this point, I just want this eye to be acknowledged in the manga for crying out loud. I've been waiting forever. I thought when we had the Boro fight, it got revealed back then, but then Sarada a couple chapters later was like, it looked like a Byakugan, so it cast some doubt there. So I'm hoping that we get a clarification here that this is the Jougan and not a Byakugan. I mean, it could be just Momoshiki possessing him and he gets the Byakugan that way. Who knows? I just want the Jougan to be acknowledged in the manga already. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much all I got. There really wasn't a whole lot I didn't like in this chapter. I mean, I will say that I had some concerns about Naruto's new form and Kawaki teleporting to the battlefield, but I think it was all well explained for the most part. And it's really setting up a lot of stuff to go on in the next chapter, so I'm going to give this chapter a 9.5 out of 10. Solid chapter. But guys, what do you think of this chapter? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll talk to you all later. You all stay safe out there and have a good day or night wherever you're at. I'll see you later. Peace.